Bakalım.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Belki de devam et.
Whether they were doing it or not, Solus cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made of something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay, Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
So there's the shame Solus wanted to erase. He blames himself for Mithal's murder.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Neyse ben bunları video çekmeden toplamıştım. Sırayla tekrar koyuyoruz.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal. We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mithal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Mantıklı.
I think this memory's one we understand, at least. What he did makes sense. Him regretting it also makes sense.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's... wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Bizim sorunumuz
That's a problem for Chantry scholars to worry about. We have a world to save from the gods who definitely exist, and also want to kill us.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
öğrenelim.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus, to withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
Abi Solas'a güvenmekle nasıl bir hata ettiğini keşke bilseydin. Diyeceğim de neyse.
What? This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... What?
Tamam da işe yarar mı?
All right. So elves are sort of spirits. What do we do with that?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Balara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
The entire idea is preposterous. Who would even believe us?
It does seem outlandish when taken out of context, I admit.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's
Bence
something
zeki
else.
ama aptal.
Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
Titanların canını yaktılar.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Lace, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented, if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Tamam, diğerine bakalım.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Nasıl ya? Bu yüzden mi cüceler rüya göremiyor?
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. Dwarves don't even know where they come from because of him. And he knew, all along.
Ya onun gibi... Neyse.
That's what Solus does, isn't it? He sees a problem, and he thinks of a solution that has huge, horrible knock-on effects. And then he does it anyway. Because there's no way anyone else could come up with something better. And it's okay that he did incalculable damage to the world. Because he's really sad, you see?
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The Song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
Solus 200'lü ya.
In all my talks with him, Solus hates the Blight more than anything. Even more than Elganon. But it wasn't hatred. It was guilt. He knew this could happen, and he still didn't stand up to Mythal and stop it.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Onu da bulduk. Ona da geçelim. Dizi izliyoruz sanki.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Şerefsiz! Ne yaptın sen? Ya üf.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Onu sevdi ve suçladı yani.
Every big mistake Solus made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault, and hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
Kesinlikle
He's a
yok.
spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
Tabii ki
That's
de.
the hope.
Yaparız yaparız.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost. How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Beni mi bekliyor? Abi dur gideceğim ama şimdi değil. Bekle. Bir, herhalde karakterlerle aynen konuşmalar var. Bir Emre'ye gideyim.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise
Neyi
again.
soracağım ben sana söyleyeyim. İlario tutmuş işte ya.
Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both. Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Kıskançlık eski bir hikayedir.
Jealousy is a powerful motivator.
I thought he cared enough to grant me a quick death. Why imprison me and risk everything?
An improvisation on this one's part. You had too much potential to die so young.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon. Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
Yok,
Well, that was
öyle
pretty
yalan
damning.
söylemez.
Ilario has much to answer for.
In blood, if nothing else.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Lukanis bir sakin mi olsak? O kadar da değil ya. Tamam, haklısın. Ben de olsam ben de gebertmek isterim de. Dur. Sakince. Plan yapalım. Öyle pat diye olmaz. Seninle konuşuyor muyduk? Evet.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle. nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you.
Göremezsin, arkan dönüktü.
What did you hear?
Beni ilgilendirmez demeyeyim de iyi bir şey diyelim ya.
Not sure what it was, but it sounded pretty good.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Ve bilirsiniz hepiniz çok ilginç, yardımcı oluyor ilham için. Ben almayayım da tamam, öyle diyelim.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Takım yüzünden.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Okay. Devam et bakalım.
Oh, hey Rook.
Aa, sana hediye veriyormuşuz ya.
Wow, thank you.
Abundance.
Atölye 8 oldu. Yükselt, yükselt. O değil lan bu. Bakayım başka konuşacak. Harding'e galiba hediye vereceğiz. Bir gidelim. Gidelim.
Another day.
Ne, sevme konusunda mı? Merak etme ya, ısırmıyor. Ne yapıyorsunuz lan? Hediye veriyormuş.
Feels like home.
Kavşakta buluşalım. Hadi bakalım, kavşağa gidelim. Buraya. Neydi lan bu kızın adı?
Well met, Rook.
Morrigan, aynen.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Alluvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Alluvians in general, yes, but not the Dread Wolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mathal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Ne bileyim ya, eski elf büyüsü mü?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine?
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
You're Mythal. That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions?
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Kulağa inanılmaz garip geliyor.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me. But I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
Solas en son
Do you
soru.
have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mathal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mathal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Ben mi ne düşünüyorum Solus hakkında? Pisliğin, üçkağıtçının, hilebazın biri. Sen ne yapıyorsun ne ya? Değil mi?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Kendini acıyan bir canavar. Parçalanmış ama bunu bilmiyor. Bence o kendisine acıyan bir canavar.
Well, Solus killed the Titans, destroyed the ancient elves, and wants to ruin this world to bring back his old one. But he'll always make sure you hear just how sad he is about all the murder.
If that is how you see him, perhaps the Dread Wolf's words have not served as well as he might wish.
I'll say.
It is not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Yok, bu da iyi bitmez bu. Hazır olacağım ya her şeye.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you, find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Karşılaşmadan sağ çıkın derken karşılaşma olmadan olmuyor mu? Yok, onu sormayacağım. Küçük kız kardeş bilmem ne dedi. 2 tane Mythal var ama soralım hadi.
Another fragment of Mythal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken.
O zaman hepsini
The first elves were
birleştirsenize.
spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until I survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Algernon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
Konuşsa konuşurdu zaten. Önerin var mı?
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Ya her türlü savaşacağız, anladım. Daha su, alkollü içki türleri hakkında mı? Onunla konuşabilir misin? Konuşamaz tabii ki ama soralım hadi.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Alkol sunalım.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Algernon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Tamam, ne yapabileceğimi
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
Deneyeceğim. Olursa daha 40 levelmişim zaten. Korkuyorum. Götür abi, götür. Ha. Hadi, go.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole, prevail, or be sundered completely.
Ne diyorsun oğlum? Ne yaşıyorsun ya? Dur.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Bizi bekleyin. Ya abi savaşmasak, hani savaşmadan bir şeyler yapabiliyoruz mu? Öyle bir imkan var mı?
That has to be her. Guess we'll find out.
Taş. İlk önce konuşmaya çalışacağım. Baktık olmuyor. Pataküte. Abi. Bir dakika ama. Bir dakika. Bir yeteneklere gel. Ha, bendeki şey varmış. Tamam. Şöyle verelim. Ay.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions.
O zaman niçin burada olduğumuzu biliyorsundur.
I never thought to see Kunari, who did not yet exist in my time, scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
Ya bize yardım etmeyeceksin ya. Anladık, tamam. Yardım istemiyorum. Tamam, bize yardım
Morrigan
etmeyeceksin.
was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Taş, bu senlik. Hadi abi. Allah kasmaz.
Everyone get ready.
Here we go.
Allah. Ya hayır ya. Beni sal beni. Woo!
Good.
Al bakayım sen şöyle bir. Gelecek mi? Gelecek mi? Lulululu geliyor. Hayır. No. Yemem onu. Aa, hayır. Aa. Ah lan. Kaçamadım.
Rook, you okay?
Hayır değilim. Hop hop hop hop. Artık dolar mısın? Mana dol. Şöyle bir dakika arkadaşlar. Şunu bir alayım. Sen hazırsın da ben değilim. Dol artık. Allah aşkına. Yap şunu.
Something's ready.
Kaç. Ne yapayım? Allah'ım. Bir bak. Abi ama basıyor. Ben oraya gitmem. Ama bizim bitseydi be. Bir dakika.
There we go.
Finale moves yours. go again.
Loosen the lid for you.
Ne oldu? Sinirlendin değil mi? Allah'ım. Yeter vurma. 3 oldu.
Still
Dördüncü
standing,
yapacağım.
not bad.
Hanım. O ne lan?
Whenever you're ready.
Hemen yap. Go.
There we go, Taj.
All good.
Everyone okay?
Abi
I'm
ama.
good.
Oo öldürdün lan. Lan çekil. O ne? Aa durduk yere.
Chakra to Ebra.
O ne? Peki. Olur. O ne?
It's ours. The essence of a god.
Ne işe yarıyor ki bu ya?
It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this.
Great. So what do we do with it?
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Bu çok yan görevde. Ama önemli bir yan görevdi. Bir dakika lan. Kutu vermeyeceksin mi? Ha. Solas her zaman Matal'ın eninde sonunda bize katılacağını, onun diğer Universal'lardan daha iyi olduğunu düşünürdü. İsyana katıldığında burada rahat etsin diye burayı o yaptı. Artık çok geç. Solas kederinden burayı mühürledi. Beni içeri almıyor. Özür dilerim dostum. Her şeye rağmen savaşın senden alacağı bir şey kalmıştı. Felassın. Ne demek istediğini anlamadım ama neyse. Hadi arkadaşlar. Şimdi dünyaya gel. Nasıl ya? Keşfedilmemiş 2 tane sandık mı var? Bence oyun bug'a girdi. Gelin bakalım. Yan görevler. Buna girelim. Davrin'le kim? Bakayım. Ya bir şey söyleyeceğim. Ben onu almasa mıydım? Daha kötü oldu sanki ya. Şunu çek bakayım geri. Bakayım. Evet. Manam yok zaten. Dalga mı geçiyorsun? Bir dakika. Bu görev ne? Bu ne? Konuş. Konuşalım. Ana hikaye mi lan yoksa? Veilguard'un görev. Dur. Ana görev galiba bu değil mi? Yo değil. Neyse boş ver. Çok emin olamadım. Onları hallettikten sonra konuşayım onlarla. Sohbete başla. Göreve başla.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
Biz iyi insanlarız ya.
It's okay. We're here to help.
Nothing to be afraid of.
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the griffin eggs, before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf?
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the Fourth Blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the First Warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the Blight was going badly. The Wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The Griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it. But orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The Griffins became rabid. They turned against the Wardens.
So then the First Warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
Could understand why this Isaiah is so pissed.
She felt betrayed by the Wardens, forcing her to do it. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
İşte o da öyle.
Right along with his stomach.
Right out of the nest, he ate everything in sight. I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
So you're the reason Davrin's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters?
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
Zaten öyle bir şeye izin vermem. Tabii ki de bulmak istiyorum da şu gerizekalıyı bir halledelim, aradan çıkaralım.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
Tamam. Bitti mi şimdi? Hiçbir şey yapmadan bitirdik mi?
Why stop sometimes?
Sometimes.
Me too.
Rook, good to see you.
Sağ ol. Gardırobumdan hiçbir şey almayacağım.
Back to it.
Abi kırmızısın, nasıl bundan daha az olabiliyorsun? Ben anlamıyorum ya. Neyse, çok da önemli kalsın. Yetenek hasarı. Hayır hayır, savunmamı düşürmem. Öyle bir şey yok. Öyle bir şey yok. Şunun... Neyse, tamam. Davranında bir problem var ya, neyse. Ben çözemedim abi. What? Allah. Pardon. Hayır ya. Dit.
We've much to examine.
Allah cezanızı vermesin. Gerizekalı, korktum lan. Bu ne? Soluk perdelik. Al bakayım, merak ettim nasıl bir kuşanmış o. Bakarız sonra. Abi sen konuşmasan mı ya? Vallahi sen konuşma ya. Tövbe estağfurullah oldum, yemin ediyorum. Bu arada bakayım. Bir dakika. Ha. Al. Çalışın. Bu buradan değilmiş. Pardon. Burada var mı bir şeyler? Yok.
There's a fight ahead.
Make it count, Emery.
Ulan ben de bir şey var zannettim orada ha. Hadi gidelim. Kayıtta olmasaydım boğazımı kaşıyacaktım. Unuttum bir an. Ha? Ha?
Everything's calm. Looks like the candles worked.
Really finished the chant of the starless dawn when a wisp started.
Abi niye o kadar yavaş oluyor bu? Ha bu sefer şey. Hey. Oo. Oraya gideceğim. Burada. Ne? Bir tane kapana kısılmış sanki bir sesi duydum ama. Burası açılıyor mu? Hayır. Ay efendim. Dur bakayım, burada bir durdurayım.